All right. Come over to my side. All right, we gotta wait. Shiana, it should be streaming on YouTube. All right, Gabby, focus up.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And into a sea of wind, we're underway in Kansas City. The nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
We better win, bro.
Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
We're running the ball.
For many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his.
You are number 10. You're running. The goal is to run to the other side of the field. You ready?
And boy, his team loves to play around.
All right, go.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Oh my!
This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play.
All right,
second down now.
Turn into square by pressing circle. I'm quarterback. All right, just run straight.
Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that got incomplete.
I got tackled.
Trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now an early third and 10.
I'll put the snow in there. Turn it to circle. All right, circle. All right, be ready.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
There you go. There you go.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now.
She didn't see it yet.
At the 44-yard line.
Choose who you want to be, and you let me know what you're doing. And what you doing? You running straight, left? What you doing? All right.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Fighting through pressure.
I'm getting tackled. Can you not see?
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
I forgot I caught a screen. All right, go ahead.
Now Mahomes.
Hey, why would you run away from the ball, Gabby? You ran towards the right and then ran away from the ball.
But sometimes you go ahead and try.
All right, turn in a circle, and just run straight. Just run straight.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my!
And down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Terrible.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good.
All right, make the tackle. Where are you going, Gabby?
About the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And
You gotta look at your thing.
For the first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first over.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
I got it!
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. The guy on defense becomes
Triangle.
Offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hand
All right.
to try and score himself.
Just pick somebody and run to the end zone. I'm gonna throw it to you.
Now after the fumble.
Bro! All right, go. Hey, we got it. We just gonna be running into each other, bro.
The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
Shut up.
Momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, taking the other way for a touchdown.
Can I turn my?
That's demoralizing for a team to have it
I could turn my
happen
mic
against them.
off.
So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Palmer?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. James now to return it. And they can't bring him down. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And still fighting. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
We got plenty of weather here today. We got some snow flowing on. And they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the ultimate result was an incomplete pass. They sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Motion left, Kupp. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He he was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. KC's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still fighting. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And on the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Mahomes will throw for him. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
Now it's Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd down and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That one goes for 8 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine. And why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. In motion left is Rice.
At the Rams' 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Rams ready to go on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Stafford's throw here hard in by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, it's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1 from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get a touch out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's 2nd and 10. You ready? Now Stafford. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action, Stafford. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in future.